All right, people, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Oh, Lord.
All right, here we go. Another day, another beautiful Thursday, another Thursday night at 9 p.m. Yeah, get your phone set up. Let's get a position.
Okay, I see you.
Let's have this great conversation. Let's talk about it. Let's really get down to the bottom. Tonight's topic, as you guys know, brought to you by Mr. Mentourme himself, alongside Mike, the advisor.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
We are talking about just because you're pretty, that doesn't mean you're a dime. Like, this is going to be a great conversation. I get it. A lot of pretty women exist. And we want to clarify what is a dime. We want to clarify some things and really get to the nits of it.
Yeah, for sure.
So you got your you got Facebook in position?
The Facebook is ready to go.
Great. We'll take the questions from that side and go from there. I'm going on my side too before we really go live.
If you guys can hear us, please let us know in the comments.
Perfect. Here we go. Great. We got both shares.
Yeah.
All right, we're live. People, welcome to The Painful Truth. Mentor me. Make sure you guys follow me on Spotify. The Painful Truth. I want you guys to understand the goal is to, of course, bring exposure, and keeping it real is all we know. Real discussions by real men who want to have just real topics. And the truth is, we want to just talk about what's really going on in life, what's really happening. And we're going to make sure we have that discussion tonight. Tonight's topic is something that a lot of men like to discuss. I mean, I realized that hanging with guys all my life, there's certain things that we like to talk about. And this is one of those topics.
That's a fact.
We got this, there's a misperception in this world. As long as you're pretty, you are a dime.
Nah.
And tonight we're going to first talk about qualifications of a dime.
Not the case.
And we're also going to talk about a little bit about social media. How has that readjusted the world of women believing they're dimes just because they're pretty?
Right.
So I brought, of course, the man himself, the guru, the relationship god, you know what I'm saying? Mike, the advisor. And we're just going to, of course, have this great conversation. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you guys click the notification button on YouTube. Yeah. Mike, where are we going wrong? We got everybody in the world today, all these women today, just because they're getting likes, just because they're pretty,
Bobby,
they're dimes. What are we not seeing? What are they not seeing? That's the reality.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I think here's where we need to start, right?
Okay.
The first question really I have to ask you, before we even get into anything else.
Yeah.
What the hell is a dime?
What's
a dime? I really want to know, what is a dime?
In the days that we call modern day,
okay,
every woman believes they're a dime.
When you say every woman, explain that to me, please.
I doubt you're going to talk to 10 women and they're all 10 is going to say, I'm not a dime. They're going to believe that they're dimes. Every woman.
Are you talking about 10 and up?
I'm going to be honest. 10 and up is hard to please. I'm going to be honest. When you say you're a 10, like even as a brother like myself, I'm not going to sit here and be like, I'm a 14 on a 10 scale. I'm all right. I definitely have handsome qualities. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to sit here and lie to myself. But we got to really break it down. Let's first talk. Okay. Let's talk about one thing. Let's first start with personality.
Okay.
I think that's so important because you're pretty, but you got a nasty ass personality.
Yeah, that's facts.
Let's really start the whole personality aspect of being a dime.
Here's my thing, right? Personality is probably going to be the number one thing.
Okay.
Here's why, right? You can have a girl who's beautiful. I'm talking about she's gorgeous.
Frame
crazy.
Okay.
Personality horrible.
Okay.
Bougie, she's not, when somebody's infectious, like they're just cool to be around, right? Those types of people.
She got a vibe.
Oh my God. I mean, listen, those types of people, you have to understand, when it comes to being a dime, right? We're going a little bit past under the hood, right? Let's go under the hood of what she really looks like.
Fact.
She looks like a Lamborghini, but her engine is a Toyota, right?
Fact.
Because why? Her
Fact.
personality is garbage. Nobody wants to be around that. To me, that disqualifies you as a dime. You might lose 4 or 5 points, even 6 points because of that. You an adjustable 4. You know,
adjustable 4.
You know what I'm saying?
That.
Because why? Nobody wants to be around you, but when your energy is infectious, you're great to be around. I can take you anywhere, and when I take you anywhere, you light up the room.
I like that. You have social skills.
So not only are you gorgeous, but you can get it. You're just cool with everybody. Everybody just likes you. You have more friends than enemies.
So is it safe to say, with the women that like to say I'm an introvert, I don't like talking to people. I don't like people in my business. How do they fall out of that category exactly?
Well, here's the thing. Even if you don't want people in your business, you still have to have, I feel, you still got to have conversational, personality, good personality qualities.
For sure.
You get what I'm saying? Like, you still have to have good personality, because for you to keep people out of your business is one thing, but for people to want to be around you is another.
For sure.
You get what I'm saying? So I don't know if I have the link for the StreamYard, but let me just go to your profile, because I think we're missing it. I think the comments are there, obviously.
Yeah, get on the comments. Let me get on my side.
Yeah, let me go ahead and get that going. Let me say here.
We're in position. All right, so. So we're gonna get somebody told me to bring my mic up a little bit. All right, can you guys hear me? Make sure the mic is good. All right, here we go. I mean, my thing is this. Okay, I get it. I get it. You're pretty. You know, you're living in this world of
Gotcha.
I'm a dime naturally. Now, we just spoke about personality, and that's so important, because a lot of women don't realize that they want to be considered a dime, but they don't have personable skills. They're not individuals that you could bring anywhere. And when Mike talks about that, it's such a problem. Okay. It's such a problem, because so many women believe I'm a dime, but you're not sociable. You're not a likable person. You're not a person that I can say, you know what, I could bring you around my homeboys and my homegirls, and you're going to be able to vibe. And when we talk about homegirls, there's also those certain women that just, once you have women friends, that's a problem. They can't handle a woman that's prettier than them. And my thing, that's such a problem, because it's like, you want me to get rid of my women friends because we're dating, because we're married?
Nah, that's an insecurity that has none, that we're not even gonna get to that, because that's just an insecurity with the woman, right? And that's something I feel as an adult woman, she has to kind of get over. So we won't even dive into that. But let's dive into these comments, because
we already got it.
Because Tanisha and Ashley are already going at it. Okay, so let me start with Miss Ashley here.
Go ahead.
Okay.
What you got? What's the first comment we want to attack?
Not all women believe they're dimes.
Okay.
Don't group all women. No, you better know. Now the ones out here flaunting that think they are walking around with a fraud attitude, personality, among others. With same men. Okay, so I kind of get a gist of what she's trying to say.
Okay.
Tanisha says dime is an ideal fantasy. I don't agree. I don't believe it's an ideal fantasy. There are some women, because there are some women who do hit that point. And what do I mean? We've met women who are infectious, who have a great personality. It may not be the most gorgeous, but because that personality is so great, they're just so cool to be around. It makes them even look more attractive, right? Right? Because attraction, we know, body language is 75% of communication.
You preaching like facts.
So, what you're saying out your mouth only goes so far, right? But your body language, how you are. So now let's pivot a little bit. Let's go to conversational.
Okay.
Now, is the woman easy to talk to? What type of conversations can you have with that person? These are all the boxes, at least for me as a man. I'm not going to say all men. And ladies, let's keep it clear. We're not talking about every single woman that's out here. When we do these lives, we're not talking about everybody. We're not talking about one specific, we're just talking about a generality, okay? A population of women. We're not talking about you or your friend that you know or your 5 homegirls that you got. We know not all girls think they're dimes. We know that already. We're addressing the ones who really believe that because they're so beautiful,
they're automatically in that dime category.
When you ask them what they rate themselves on a 1 to 10, they're like, I'm a 10. Mama, what makes you think that? Who gave you that idea? Now, just because you feel that way is your business.
Facts.
But if that was the case, my opinion, most of the dimes out here, that ring finger is already filled up.
You know,
it's parked up with a big rock. Not saying that they're the most gorgeous, but what I mean by that is they hit all these qualities to that specific man.
Facts.
Okay.
You know, it's a part of it. You got to realize too is that some pretty women feel entitled. They feel at the end of the day, I don't have to have conversational skills. I don't need a personality because certain dudes like me the way that I am. And that's for me, that's definitely a problem, the whole conversational skills aspect, because me being a high value man, being an entrepreneur, I got to be able to bring you to different type of occasions. So situations or meetings where you could, of course, communicate properly and effectively and deliver your conversation.
Not just, oh, how y'all doing? And
I don't even date those.
And damn, what's your name? What's your name again? Hi, Mr. John. Okay, woman, sir.
I remember there was a woman, like she talked like that. She was dating one of my dudes, and she was like, she's the most educated amongst her family. I told my homeboy, you dating low budget, because if she talks like that,
low budget,
and that's the highest standard of her family,
right? I
can't bring her to none of my meetings. I can't take her serious. How do you have a woman who can't articulate her words, who's not easy to talk to, who doesn't get along with people? And women, you understand how important that is. You don't just need to get along with the male's homeboys. You need to get along with the male's homegirls also.
No, 100%.
It works hand in hand.
100%.
Women always have this type of negative energy towards other women, especially if they're prettier. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, conversion in a group, a social atmosphere. I bring you around my homeboys and homegirls, they married, whatever the case may be, we vibing. You got to be able to vibe too.
No, 100%.
So I think it also comes with, Mike, what I'm thinking about is education, watching different type of channels, traveling, because that opens you up to different conversation topics.
No, that's true.
Because if you ain't been traveling nowhere, so if a person having a traveling conversation, you can't say shit because you ain't been nowhere.
Do me a favor. Send the StreamYard link specifically, not the Facebook, but the StreamYard. We're on StreamYard, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Send me that, because I feel like we're missing some of the comments.
Okay.
And it seems like, because I know last week you sent it to me, I feel like we're missing some of them. I know that some of you have obviously responded on the Facebook, and we appreciate that, but we want to make sure we get everybody.
Let me see. We're not getting all the comments. Let me see. We should be.
Let's see. Yeah, because we only got 2, but I know that we have more than this.
Yeah, something's not right.
And last week, I know when we were on the actual, I logged in directly into the StreamYard and I saw much more. So I think,
I'm not sure what.
Just send a link. Just if you can, just email it to me. But as we continue, just send to my email, and then what I'll do is click in, and then I'll see from there what comments maybe
What's
coming in.
The last comment you're seeing on your side? Because I got Tanisha with most women don't associate.
Correct.
Dimes, for some reason.
So is it correlated with the Facebook and the StreamYard?
Yeah, it should be correlated.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So then, that's fine. We'll leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that. Okay. All right. Make sure you put your comments below. Tonight's topic is, just because you're pretty, that doesn't mean you're a dime. Just because you're good looking, that doesn't mean you qualify as a dime. We talked about the traits, personality.
Let's get back to conversation.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
Because a lot of women, because they look great, right?
Yeah.
That's really all they have. So they work out, they go to the gym, they take care of their body, they're staying fit. We know that. Taking care of their, they're naturally beautiful. We get that.
I get that concept. Cool. Okay.
Frame is crazy. All right, cool. But when you talk to them, there's not really much. What's the best word I can use? Substance.
Oh, that's the best word you could use, because you know what? Is it true to believe that they say a lot of beautiful women are very dense?
Expand on that. When you say dense, what are we talking about? We talking about empty in the head?
Empty in the head. When I say they're not well-rounded. Didn't we just have a conversation where I was like, man, is it me or some of these women with these bodies, these baddies as they would call themselves,
baddies,
have nothing, sometimes nothing to offer except the body.
That's it.
That's it. Just the body.
That's all they got.
There's no personality. There's no openness to trying new things.
Right.
There's no mindset that I can say, wow, this is unique. This is
just a straight to the point. There's not really much conversation.
Exactly, because it's like all you are is just a pretty face. And that's a real problem, women, because a lot of women.
And you know they call that pretty privilege, right?
Oh, yeah.
So there's you see how they have like white privilege, there's pretty privilege. So let me let me expand on this.
Go ahead.
So there's situations to where a man will pick, you know, A versus B just because she's so gorgeous, right?
Okay.
And she has nothing else physically.
So
like nothing else is in place
beauty
physically.
Over substance.
Beauty over everything.
Okay.
Meaning what?
They'll
deal with more BS. They'll spend more. They'll go through more problems with this woman just because she's so gorgeous.
That's crazy.
Right? And that becomes that's more of a selfish thing because the man is automatically in his mind protecting, saying, you know what, I don't want to lose this one. Let me go ahead and keep it. You get what I'm saying? And I'll deal with whatever comes with it, whatever the maintenance is that comes with that. And, you know, is it true to believe that some men are sacrificing beauty just for actual relationships?
100%. There's a lot of men in this world. They're going to put beauty on a pedestal, even though they're getting neglected, even though they're getting disrespected.
Yep.
Because some of those men don't value themselves. And that's a big problem with some men. They don't value themselves. So they'll just take a woman because she's a dime, she look good in their aspect, in their perspective, not realizing that woman brings nothing to the table except beauty. Beauty can't cook these meals. Beauty can't give me the intangibles.
Yeah, the intangibles. Let's talk about that. Okay, so now let's talk about these intangibles, right? So here's one thing. Here's one thing. I feel like a lot of these beautiful women there's a certain stuck up attitude that's there, right? Because they've been given everything and they're always on a pedestal. Not all. Once again, ladies, not all. So don't come for me. Not all, but majority have been given this pedestal just because, you know, they're quote unquote pretty, right? And to me, a woman is 10 times more prettier when she's humble.
100% facts.
You know, men respect a woman who's humble, who's selfless. Let me say that.
You know, it's the humbleness comes from your upbringing. How was the woman raised? You know, the woman understanding that humbleness is more valuable than any other part of her body, because again, a man want one thing. What's that piece? Yeah,
but you know, I'm gonna get straight to it. To be honest with you, one of my main things I want to look at when it comes to a woman, if she's really a dime, is, and this is not just on first meet, right? And you don't have to be the best looking woman in the city, in the state. I don't care about that, right? But if you are gorgeous and you meet all these things, let's say you have personality, you're conversational, you know, you're humble, you're selfless, but you're not offering to pick up not one tab.
I'm gonna tell you something. I've lost
just one. We talk about just one. We're not talking about every last one. We're talking about just one.
I've lost a lot of women because they feel their beauty shouldn't allow them to pick up a tab.
Ladies, this is not about money. We know that
and that's a real problem.
Here's the thing.
That's crazy.
Bobby, we can pick up any tab.
For the rest of the year. For the whole year.
We can pick up the tab for the year.
Problems.
Okay, here, go ahead. We're ready to go. The tab is not the issue. It's more so the effort. Saying, you know what? No, I got this one. At least try. Saying, no, I got this one.
Yeah.
Feeling uncomfortable because you're always paying. That's a dime quality trait, in my opinion.
Facts.
That puts that woman into that, what we call high value.
Facts.
Because what does that mean? She's thinking about the bigger picture. She's what? Well, men love. She's what? A team player.
I gotta respect that. I'm gonna piggyback on that. And that's so true because
men love team players, ladies. We don't like this. Okay, he gonna spend this on a bag, on this bag, and then all you drop is just what you physically came with. No.
How is that beneficial to the man? And that's what some women don't realize. Like their beauty have gotten them so confused they forgot the reality that they're in.
I think social media messed it up.
Social media has definitely screwed up a lot of women because. and you're starting to hear a lot of complaints. A lot of women are not getting picked up. They're not getting married. A lot of men are not going long term with them because again, women just because
they're going long term. They're with them for 8-9 years, but they're not. You know, because they already know
8-9 years. You still have a boyfriend, girlfriend.
Exactly. For us as men, listen. For us as men, we're very black and white. We understand. We know.
Facts.
We know. We know from the first 6-7 months, okay, this ain't gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be a long.
The reality is,
I'm gonna stay with it because she's a good girl. But I don't know if I'm really gonna.
But there's some men that actually enjoy that. Or they don't like the woman to be superior. Oh, in their eyes, the woman's superior if they pick up a tab. So they'd rather have the woman beneath them and not pick up a tab just so they can continuously have that control.
Yeah, but that's to me that's a simp. That's a simp mindset.
That's a simp move, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
It's a simp mindset, and not saying that it's a simp because you want the girl, you don't want the girl to pay. What I care about is your we're talking about dimes. We're talking about ladies. Just because you're pretty doesn't mean you're a dime. A dime comes with more than just looks, right? Character, how you handle yourself. These are the things we're dropping into.
Fact.
And picking up a tab or even offering to pick up a tab. Even offering to pick up a tab to me is just like, I mean, even offering to pick up a tab to me is just like, it also shows.
Okay, go ahead, continue.
It also shows, that's just in my opinion, but it also shows that, the person is considerate. She's selfless. That goes back to humbleness. And women who are empty inside, they're shallow inside, they don't hold anything. They're not really all that. But this doesn't mean, guys, go get you some ugly looking bootleg girl around the corner just because she needs every other quality. She got a personality, conversational, be humble, you know what I'm saying, pick up tabs, but she look like Boo Boo the Fool. That's not who you want to be with. You know what I'm saying? At least as a man who has
the problem with social media, they make it seem like what they want. Men like that shit. They like anything nowadays. As long as they got a fat ass and a nice complexion.
Yeah,
that's it.
With the 80,000 likes.
Yeah, that's it.
But I think also that's what messes up these women's heads because a lot of them are really basic in person. And when I say basic, meaning like they wouldn't really get picked out of a crop of real women.
Facts.
But because they got so many likes, because why? There's a lot of guys out who mess up the game. They mess up the market because why? They don't get any action. They're not used to it. They're not high value men. They're not confident. So anything that cross their plate, oh my gosh, baby, because they're such a cornball.
Yeah, there's a lot of cornballs out here. That's for sure. There's a lot of men. There's a lot of men in this world. Like,
cornball university. It's just
that they're lame, and
it's ridiculous, man.
There's a lot of men that's lame. That they're so lame.
Facts.
They will meet a pretty woman and do anything for her, no matter if they even get neglected, because that's how lame they are. They're just not used to having a pretty woman. And that's why a lot of women right now don't understand how to deal with certain types of men. Because again, you're in that pretty privileged mindset.
Yeah.
Just because I look good, I should get everything. Just because I look good, I shouldn't pay for anything. Just because I look good, I don't even have to pick up groceries. I don't have to pick up not even one bag of groceries. Let the man do everything. So what is the fucking point of you?
Yeah.
What is the point of? And this is what's driving a lot of men crazy nowadays. Like, what's the point of dating a woman?
Yeah.
Who does nothing for you but look good like a trophy? That's it.
Yeah.
She's a trophy. Yeah. She's a trophy wife. She's a trophy girlfriend.
Those days are done.
What's the point of you?
Those days are done. Those days are done.
And that's crazy to me.
And here's the thing. The reason this conversation even came up, because when you're out, right, and you see a beautiful woman or you're just dealing with a beautiful woman. We got guys who deal with so many women that that come to us and give us, their opinions or their frustrations. And they're like, man, I'm dealing with this girl. She's gorgeous. She's this, she's that. She's an influencer.
Facts.
Okay. That's where you messed up. Because she's an influencer, that inbox is so heavy with traffic.
Imagine. And you think.
I'm talking about cornball traffic. We're not talking about, not just because you got a blue check don't mean nothing. Just because, you're, whoever, the top artist in the world doesn't mean nothing. How you come at a woman says a lot about you, in my opinion, as a man.
We're going to definitely talk about that eventually. That approach, how much of a difference it makes. Approaching a woman, we're going to also talk about how the wrong approach can affect other men. Yeah,
they messing it up out here for us because here's what it is. Some dudes they just want, damn baby, I just want to pay you just because she looks good. Okay,
that's what says that, Mike.
That's what she
demands. In the morning and baby, I just want to pay your bills because you look good, and then you got to keep that up. And then when you go broke, when she cheat on you with the next dude, I can't believe she did this to me. No, boss, I believe it. because you came in incorrect.
Here's the thing: there's some men out here. Here's some women out here. Don't get me wrong; they look amazing, right? Especially on social media. But Mama, that's all I see is the amazing side of you. I don't see when you just hop out of bed.
Facts.
Fresh face out of the shower, no makeup. That's what I'm judging you on, right?
Yeah, facts.
And I say that meaning because if that's how you really look, that's the real you. When time comes to put a ring, right? And when the time comes for you to be on that bed and you push out a baby, you're not going to be looking like how you look on IG every day.
100% fact. You're
going to look at your worst. So I want to see you at that. And are you comfortable at being at that? Are you comfortable in your skin?
That's a real problem for some women. You see, even when you look at when we talk about the whole is plastic surgery a real investment? A lot of women, not all, but a lot of women are not comfortable in their skin.
I thought it was just a Miami thing, but
no, it's everywhere.
It's everywhere. Huh?
A lot of women now are trying to be like other women. They don't think it's cool to just be themselves. They don't think people.
Let me ask the ladies this: would it be cool if every guy you met when they got surgery to get abs in their stomach, or he when they got surgery to get a bigger,
facts. Yeah, for what?
a bigger what's that emoji?
The purple one.
You know what I'm talking about? Eggplant.
The eggplant.
A bigger eggplant. There's surgeries out there for that too.
But you know what? There is certain women.
Ladies, would you date a guy who does all this?
You gotta realize too, right? I've met women that, if you're not tall, they're not fucking with you.
Now here's the thing. That's preference. That's just like some men, they like light-skinned women. So if women like tall men, that's fine. Yes, I'm a tall man. I'm gonna talk for the Tall Association. But here's the thing. But here's the thing. But here's the thing. Is it superficial in a sense? Yeah, but remember, not everybody like broccoli. Some people just like lettuce.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? Not everybody like collard greens, not because it's white, or cauliflower, not because it's white. It's just because they don't like the taste. So some women do like, because some women like. Remember, most want to feel like they're with a man who can lead, who can protect. They want to feel like, I'm with my man. So when a guy is the same size as them or shorter, now it's like, damn, am I really the man? And I got heels on.
That's
like this dude.
This dude. Sure you look good.
No, that's facts.
Bullshit. Look,
ladies, back me up on this.
At the end of the day,
women don't want to do who want to shorter than him.
Women, let me ask this question.
Y'all going out the man at your shoulders.
If you met a good man that has all the qualifications,
he's talking about the good man.
If you met a good man,
he go the good man
as you wanted.
Man, I'm gonna get a drink, bro.
I'm gonna get a drink, bro. Wasn't where you wanted it to be. Would you not give him a chance? I think Rachel has a comment, so when you get back, you get it.
Okay, so Julie said, often I pick up the tab. Men are impressed by that. Yeah.
See, Julie
keep doing that.
Julie, with those traits, you should be married with those traits. You're gonna be wifed up with those traits, because there's a lot of women that feel like picking up a tab don't make sense.
Ooh, I'm gonna see what Rachel talking about when they get back. Rachel had a good thing, but that's facts though.
At the end of the day, I don't understand. Like, grab your drink real quick. What is the problem? What is the problem with a woman picking up a tab? I never understood it. Like, it's not like the man is saying pick up every single tab. But if a man take you out on 6 goddamn dates, it's fair enough to say, you know what? Let me at least attempt to pick up one of the tabs. But the problem is with certain men nowadays, they wanna show that they're this macho, that money is nothing to them. And then again, what's so funny, the first thing they say when they get mad is, all this money I done spent into you, I pay for everything. So you're not doing this from the heart. You're doing this to just make sure you're controlling the relationship. And then when these women get destroyed, when they go to their next relationship, because a lot of those relationships don't even work after these men have spent years or sometimes months of thousands of dollars wasted on shit for a woman that's gonna enjoy it with the next man.
I'm sorry.
All of a sudden, it's one of those scenarios where they're now thinking twice. What Rachel said. Oh, okay.
It's always you see it on your side. Read it for me.
Okay, Rachel said it's always a red flag for me when a man offers too much financially up front.
Okay.
He's either desperate, lying, or both. Oh, that's a good one.
Ooh. You want to unpack that? Because I can unpack that so many ways, but
let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
A lot of men.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the reality. Let's first go back. Okay. Why would a man do that, right? We got to go back to a couple years back. A lot of men don't know how to talk to women. Mm-hmm. So their way of approaching a woman, let me show them how much money I got. Thinking that's going to always win every single type of woman. Not realizing that once you go into that lifestyle, a lot of women start realizing, hold on, there's more I need from you just other than just financial.
Yeah, just like us.
And at the end of the day, women sometimes either veer off, go cheat and go to Pound Town somewhere else, or say, you know what, let me leave this clown because this don't make no sense. Now, don't get me wrong. They're going to get their rent paid or get their mortgage paid a couple times now. You know what I mean? I can't blame that. But men, what are you thinking when you just meet a woman and I just want to pay all her bills?
I think that should be, but here's the thing. I've been out in this dating scene, and I think that should probably be even next week's topic, right? Is, why is there so many slim picking out here for women?
I mean, you trying to say niggas ain't shit? Men ain't shit?
It's a lot of garbage. Dudes are, I mean,
facts.
I think they got it worse than us. So, for example, I'm on this dating app, right? And I find this girl, we meet up, okay, cool. And then, we're cracking jokes. I'm showing her the horrible stuff that's in my inbox. Women who just don't make no sense. Like, mama, come on, you 400 pounds, talking about you looking for the right Mr. Right. You got all these requirements, and make it make sense, right?
Yeah, you're not even of shape.
You're not even in shape. You're not even, and we had another conversation about that one, but you're not even presentable as in aesthetics, like just how you look.
Facts.
Then you have the nerve to get in my inbox and looking at me. Now, I'm not gonna act the cockiest nigga. I'm not the the most attractive nigga out here in the world, but I do my thing. But I do my thing. But that's not what this is about. All jokes aside, is I asked her, what is it like on your side? Looking from your point of view.
Okay.
And the level of guys that are just, I'm talking about dudes that one guy said, he said, I'm low key. I don't really be in the crowd like that. I'm low key. The dude said I'm low key, a little piece, a little piece, a little. And he was outside of his car, like you could tell he was on the road next to his car with two fingers up in some project looking area. And I'm just like, bro, and you look, I'm talking about black lips, hair ain't cold. I'm just like,
who's gonna message that?
And then another dude with his girlfriend saying, "Oh, me and my girlfriend looking for another girl to have fun with." Like, guys, like what are y'all thinking out here?
You know what it is? It goes back to this.
It is a lot of, I'm talking about immature, garbage.
I feel bad. It's a lot of trash.
It's statistically said that most men.
A lot of male trash out here.
Listen, it's statistically said that most men don't even start hitting their mental puberty, like maturity, until they hit 30. Like not knowing what the hell's going on until they hit 30. Most, not all, because I'm already deep into this. But we talking about most men, and I see it all the time because when I see how these guys come at girls, we be out. We see how some dudes holler. We see how some dudes even dress at certain situations.
Baggy, no sense of swag.
No sense of swag. Taste is one thing. Just because you're wearing something expensive doesn't mean that it looks good on you. Gucci is Gucci, but doesn't mean Gucci look good on everybody.
I can't tell you how many times I see dudes.
It's just ridiculous.
With so much designer, and they still look cheap.
They look cheap.
They look fake. Cheap. It looked fake. Because again,
Nick could have went to Neiman like a dumbass and paid the top dollar, but because they buy so much of it and they don't take care of what matters, their body, their real image, the inner them. Some dudes you could put all the clothes you want on. Ugly's ugly.
Facts.
Boss, you're ugly.
Facts.
But if you took care of your body and took care of your health and your shape, you would come off and vibrate at a much different energy frequency level to where he kind of fine for real though. Because why? You prioritize certain things more than others.
100%. But it goes back to this, Mike, right? Who taught women how to date? Who taught men how to date? Nobody. You go through experiences in life. If you've been something,
I realize common sense ain't common because some stuff, even if they ain't teach you, some stuff just don't make sense. I mean, just like I'm not gonna put I'm not gonna add mustard to a peanut butter jelly sandwich, bro. That don't even make sense.
But you got to realize too, like women are more emotional, so when they make decisions, it's on an emotional aspect than the reality.
No. It's on potential.
Oh shit! Yeah, you said the key word.
You want to really talk about it? Let's break it open then. Let's go ahead and bust the box open then. If we really gonna talk about it,
women date on potential?
Too many, and that's always the mistake. If I ask 15 girls right now why the last relationship didn't go good, because and they was with him for 8, because of potential.
But how do you waste your time? How do you waste so much time with potential, hoping?
Ladies, let me ask you this:
praying that the person could have changed.
Ladies, let me ask you this:
better?
No. Let me ask the ladies
time
this.
is something you ain't getting back. Like,
let's ask the ladies this: how long does it take for a man to prove potential to you? How do you measure that? How do you measure that? Because I know plenty of women who've gone through that potential trap. Oh, I did this, and that because he had potential.
Right.
Oh, he had 19 kids, but I still dealt with him because of the potential. Or he had 7 kids and 3 baby moms, but he had potential. He had 1 child and no job and likes to play video, but he had. What do you mean? What does potential have to do with making a lifetime decision? The bank ain't gonna be like, oh, we'll give him this $1 million home because you know what? That boy got some potential. He can make the payments.
I think so.
It don't work that way in the real world.
Here's what I think. Here's what I think.
I can't compare the two, but you get my analogy though.
Some women, when they're dating these potential guys, they go into this bullshit mindset where I see something in him that he doesn't see.
I'm gonna write that down. That's gonna be another conversation. Ladies, stop dating potential.
If he don't see it, how the hell do you? But again, we also got this mindset of people that feel that they could change a person.
No. Ladies, stop dating potential.
They believe that they could change. It's just like dudes feel like, okay, this woman is a dime. If I flaunt money, if I try to buy her out, she's eventually gonna like me. They go into that mindset. I could change that person.
No, do you know what they always tell guys? You know what guys always tell guys?
What's that?
You can't turn a what into a what?
Can't turn a hoe into a housewife.
I don't even have to say the words, and he knows why.
Facts.
Because it's just common sense.
Facts.
And I'm not saying this is the case with all women again.
Facts.
But the majority, out of 90 hoes, maybe 10% you could turn to a housewife if that's what they really want. But most women who really want that are not gonna go out there and be hoes anyway in the first place. Real women.
I like what Rachel just stated. It's so powerful.
Yeah, I see some more comments. What did Rachel say?
Rachel says that there's nothing more sexier than a man with confidence.
Ooh, Rachel.
And when we talk about approach, when we get into approach, we're gonna talk about that. When we get into approach, because that's so important. Like, a lot of men don't realize how important it is.
Gio say he impressed by women taking the tab for sure. For sure. What man is not? What man is not?
Gio, let me tell you something.
G, what man is not?
I love when a woman takes up $150 tab. I love it. And then when I say tab,
$300 tab. Just
I already like nice. I like to go out to nice shit.
Yeah, and
I like to bring my women to nice shit.
So see, in Miami we got this spot called Gigi's. Super expensive, right? And super presentational. It was super presentational. So every presentation come out with some movie stuff, right? Now I'm not being sponsored by them, so please, when you go there, don't say I sent you. But it's a beautiful spot, right?
Thanks.
And I went there one time, and the lady I was with picked up the tab, and when I was so shocked, I'm like, man,
nothing sexier than that.
It's like when we get to the house, before we stop and we listen. I live in Broward, that's in Miami. When we get on the highway,
you going to Pound Town.
Like I'm gonna get off the exit. Not even. I'm gonna just get off the side, put my little emergency.
Facts.
Okay, turn the car off, all the lights, and because why? A man is just like this. It's sexy to us because why? We don't always see that.
But you gotta understand too. There's some weak ass dudes out here. When women start picking up tabs, they take that inch for a mile. That's when they got the woman. Just like how you said earlier, there's something that's borrowing money from a woman they just met. Like this.
Nah, let's talk about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Women,
let's talk about that.
Like how he said there's slim pickings. It's real shit. Like these dudes.
Let's look at it from our angle. We know it's slim picking.
Yeah, we know it's slim picking. Like
it's hard for y'all. I'm sorry, ladies. It's hard for y'all.
There's some dudes that ain't shit. Like I'm gonna be real with you. Like
no, it's majority.
Don't have substance. Don't own nothing. living with their parents, financially not stable, not strong, no savings, want to borrow from the moment they meet you.
There you go.
I don't even know what that's about. I don't even know how you feel as a man borrowing from a woman. Now especially if she a dime. How you feel?
Let's level the playing field a little. Let's level the playing field a little bit. Now, ladies and fellas, not everybody is going through something. Not everybody's going through their own battle. They're either going through a storm,
facts,
in a storm, or just got out of the storm. So this is not a judgmental type of podcast. So let me break this to a level playing field for y'all.
Facts.
Ladies, this is what potential means when you're dating a man with potential. The reason why I say stop is because most women can't decipher this. Us as men, we know. So I'm going to tell you as a man, if the man is living with his parents,
bullshit.
Let me finish though. Man living with his parents, he just got somewhat of a job, but when you talk to the man, he has ambition. He knows where he's going. He's decisive. He doesn't ask you for nothing. He has very good traits, meaning what? He grooms up well. He knows how to dress to certain occasions. He seems like much more of a high-value man than his situation. Because the situation doesn't define the person. The person is who molds and changes the situation. Because we know millionaires, 70, 80% of millionaires are first generation, which means they didn't come from it. So what do I mean by this, ladies? Just because you meet a man that has those things doesn't mean, oh, I'm just done with him. Because we know the picket is so slim. Don't judge automatically. Some men may take that position strategically. Some men may have had all this other stuff and they say, you know what? Let me decide, because they're single, let me decide to go back to my parents' house. I'm going to stack up this rent money that I was paying every month so I can go ahead and buy a property. That's understandable. That makes sense. Instead of paying where, you know what's up, my parents backing me up, I ain't got no wife, no kids. Let me go ahead and go back, stack up my bread for about a year, get my credit to 800. I'm saying, pay off my debts. Because here's the thing.
I don't know how I feel about that shit, because that could cause problems. You got a dude that never been out of his motherfucking parents' house.
No. He been out.
Oh, he been out.
I'm giving the example of even a dude who been out and decided, you know what, I'm gonna go back to do X, Y, Z. I'm gonna take 2 steps back so I can launch forward.
Okay, so you take 2 steps back and go 3 steps forward.
But just because you meet a man who is in his parents' house, the question now becomes, how old is this man? If this man is 30 still with his parents, mama just go ahead and just keep swiping left or right. Because here's what I mean by that. It should not take the person that you're with 30 plus years to get his stuff together. He's not gonna be perfect. He might have everything in order and his credit may not be the best. Help him get that right. Or he may have his credit, everything else right, but his savings ain't the best. Everybody's gonna have that one flaw that he ain't really got this going on, but I can help him with that. But you have to weigh the liabilities versus the assets. And what do I mean? Not does he own homes and stuff. I'm talking about what does he bring versus what is he taking away. Okay. If he start bringing stuff to the table to where he's like, mama, hey, damn, I got this child support. You can go ahead and just pay for me this month. It ain't number 600. What? Like we going out to this extra spot in Miami, but damn, my car is shot. I didn't think you could just pick me up. You ain't got no rental. You ain't got insurance, bro. You would like.
What you see?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there has to be real explanations for certain BSs, ladies. Don't let it go on more than 5-6 times. Because like if a dude playing PlayStation in the house all day, you tell him more than once, you need to get a job.
Women, I'm gonna say this, right? I remember one of my homegirls, she dated a dude, right? For 2-3 months, the motherfucker always coming in the Uber. His car always in the shop. His car been in the shop from the time
he ain't got no goddamn car.
He ain't got no goddamn car. But in her eyes,
red flag.
Like in her eyes, that this motherfucker got a 90-day fucking Uber.
90-day Uber. No. That bill
he
records.
Got a 90-day rental. No, you ain't got no motherfucking 90-day rental. You ain't got no car. See, men, that's why I say some of us were so black and white. You on date number 3, you ain't drive here, something's not right. How long does it take to fix your goddamn car? 64 days?
No, that's facts.
What kind of car you got? What kind of mechanic you use?
No, that's facts. That's facts.
It's imperative to understand, women, like, it's true. The pickings is very slim. It's imperative to also understand, too, like, be the best you. 1, that personality. 2, conversational skills. Learn how to be relatable. Oh, when you get to events, I want to talk to somebody. 3, being humble. 4, know who the fuck you is. Know who you are. If you're gonna be that woman, know who you are.
Be comfortable in your skin.
And understand being you is okay. Some women have to think, I want to be like some other woman. I want to be that woman to be, by theory, perfect. It's okay to just be you. And as we talk about picking up a tab, facts. Women, it's okay to pick up some tabs. I ain't picking up shit. I look too good.
It's home training.
Okay.
It's home training.
You're gonna miss out on some good men for that type of shit. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and women may not. A lot of women overlook it because why? They don't think it's a big deal. They're like, damn, I'm with this guy. He can't. He decided to take me out, even if it was his idea, baby.
Oh my God!
All we care about is the initiative, and this is if a guy's really gonna take you serious. If this is just a situation. This is just a we taking you to Pound Town. We just a one night situation. We're not talking about that. We talking about men who have intentions on being with this girl,
long term wedding,
to be with this girl, and then eventually get on his knee and be like, okay, I'm gonna be with you forever. That type of situation. Because why? They have plans on building together. Compatibility is a big thing, ladies. Facts. Make sure the man you with has compatibility, and make sure that you are compatible with who you say you want to be with. You know what I'm saying? Don't act like you're the 10 when you're really not. There's nothing wrong with not being 10. Men don't want 10s all the time. I don't care for a 10. I'll deal with an adjustable 7 any day.
Facts.
LL Cool J came out with one of the songs, right? I need an around the way.
That's true. That's
around the way, girl.
You don't have
because why? That to me is that's probably my top. I love an around the way girl. Somebody who like around the way girl, like, cause she's off in the cut. She not like the most get 1,000 likes. She don't put herself out there like that. If she wanted to, she could.
That's a real problem, bro.
But she's just off in the cut. You know what I'm saying?
Like, think about these diamonds nowadays. Pussy wide open on IG.
Got 2 kids.
2 kids. Ass shaking.
Just because you look good, I'm supposed to just deal with them 2 kids, right?
That shit makes no sense.
Listen, ladies, let me address last week. I don't have nothing against ladies with kids, okay? I had a lot of issues. Ladies got problems in the DM. Oh, damn, might feel that way. No. Ladies, look. I'm entitled to my decision, okay? This is America. 1. 2. If you have 1, I could deal with that. I'll deal with that. You got one child and you find it, you feel like you can handle me, hit the inbox. But if it goes over 1 little child, it's a conversation that needs to be had. Because why? That has to be a perfect situation.
It has to make sense. It has to make a lot of sense.
The reason why I say a perfect situation, because it's very rare you're going to see it make sense, where you can discipline the kids. She don't give a damn. Ain't gonna be no, that's my kids. No. Because even with the one child, you're gonna have that problem.
See, the dying shit don't work like that. These women think because they just bad, you're gonna take 3, 4, 5 kids. That's just, you're gonna be the babysitter.
No.
That's what you're gonna be. You're gonna come in a relationship and be a goddamn babysitter.
No. We gonna have one night out to a decent restaurant, not no big one. We gonna have one night to a decent restaurant.
Have a goddamn conversation.
And then that's it. The question is, when's the next time we're getting straight to the business? Because just because you look gorgeous, and men, y'all got to stop this. Because these women look great, y'all got to stop going through leaps and bounds for these ladies. That's what y'all mess it up. That's where you mess up. You inflating the prices on things that ain't even worth what it costs.
And the Sims, some dudes they're not used to pretty women.
You out here inflating the prices.
So they do, like, there's a lot of men that's like that, Mike. They're not used to pretty women. So anything they see, any type of woman is just, I'm gonna go head over here for that woman, not realizing at the end of the day, it's okay.
If credit ain't right, send them to jail. Oh, she said Prawn Steakhouse in one bar, Miami, and that's what we must try.
We gotta really think about
Julie.
This, right? See, I like what Julie talking about. Man.
Corey said, "I'm waiting next time to see if Shorty pay the tab."
Hey, Corey, let me tell you something, man. If you have a woman and the woman don't pick up no tab, don't even try.
Yeah.
The only reason she's doing that is because you allowed it.
Yeah.
You accepted it.
That's facts.
And she thinks it's now the normal standard.
Yeah.
And until you break that goddamn cycle, which is a real fucking problem, because
it is.
I like to know when I'm with my girl, she picking up that goddamn tab, she pulling out her goddamn wallet.
Yeah. Or even attempting.
Babe, I got this. Okay, go ahead, do that. And the picking up the tab ain't just no picking up no $30 shit. I'm the type of guy, if we're going to $150 dinners, I need you to pick one of those up. I need you to pick some of those up.
Yeah. We're not saying, baby, you got to do, 50%. That's not what we're saying, because this is not about a money thing. What this is about is it's an initiative thing.
I see some more comments.
You got more? Go ahead and pull them in. We see we got a new one. But it's an initiative thing. You get what I'm saying? So.
Okay, so Joe Biden is laughing.
Yeah, of course, yeah. It's an initiative thing because men love women who take initiative. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and do this because of this. It's one meme that was going around on Facebook. Oh, I got this for you because I remembered you liked. I heard you say you liked. That's what we like to see. Initiative. You listened and you said, okay, damn, let me go ahead and get this for him because I know he said one time he liked it. That's what we like to see. So I believe that it's a twofold situation that has to be fixed, right?
Facts.
It's not just the women. The reason the women even can get away, even have this mindset, is because the men out here. Are we going to address these simps? I think we should address the niggas next week.
Okay, we definitely address them, but we also going to talk about why, because a lot of women DM me, why do men cheat?
Why men cheat? That's a very simple situation.
We got to talk about that next week.
That's a very simple situation.
I'm getting a lot
on date number one, stop doing all that. Oh, I'm gonna make you wait 30 days. Crap. Get that out the way.
I got standards. Women, I know y'all want to hear this. We're gonna have this discussion.
Yeah, that's gonna be a hot conversation. I'm not wearing no long sleeves on that day.
Thursday, 9:00. We are going in, Mike, on Spotify. The Painful Truth. Why?
We really about to tell these girls why we cheat?
Huh?
We really about to tell these girls why men cheat?
Why do men cheat? We're going in, Mike.
We really about to tell the truth?
The honest truth, if they can handle it. If they can handle
it's the painful truth.
Why do men cheat? We're gonna talk about that. But while before we close out, we talk about the whole set thing. For real, like brothers, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Fellas, like step up a little bit for real. Like for real.
All the way up.
Some of y'all brothers messing it up for other men so bad because y'all so lame.
And women, you don't understand. Ladies are telling you right here in the comments, they love a man who's confident. I've never heard a woman say she doesn't like a confident man. I've never heard that. I've never heard that. We get women. I get women coming at me all the time because of just confidence, not because, oh my gosh, she's the most gorgeous guy. No, it's just really. I really think it's because of confidence. Because I'm confident in what I know I bring, what I can talk about. The benefits I can bring to the table, the substance we can have a conversation on. Because once we get past all this 90-day cupcake stage, my question is, all right, baby, tell me what's your baby, yeah, I want you to ask me tough questions. The first 90 days. Yeah, not even in the first week. I want you to ask me. I had a girl ask me. I'm talking to the first few days. We did a FaceTime. She's like, okay, what's your credit like? Okay, all right. That. What type of job you do? Like, have you ever been arrested? Like, then she asked me because why? She did a home. She realizes her previous relationship. She don't want to repeat that, and she get into an age where time is ticking. First question is, what's this boy credit like? Not saying she gonna judge him, but that's gonna tell her a lot of where she stands with him. And the reason why we even bring it up, fellas and ladies, is because that lets you know, are you dealing with somebody who's on the way? He doesn't need to be a millionaire, but he needs to be on his way of success, because the whole point of getting together is to build. What's the next property y'all about to buy together? What's the next investment y'all about to do together? What's the next business you guys plan on doing together? Those are conversations I want to have with my wife. I want to be a CEO and she's a chief operating officer. You know what I'm saying? Or a chief admin. I want to be a situation where we come together and we make each other better. Not just we come together and she's paying on the bills. She come home, she got to cook, clean, and I'm just sitting I'm sitting in the living room playing what they call that shit, Fortnite or whatever.
Why you talking about that topic of helping? When we talk about next week topic of cheating, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you an aspect that a lot of men don't see. Men want to know.
Talk to me now.
We're gonna talk about next week.
What men want to know?
Look, I'm gonna just say this. Men, just understand, dick is not enough. Just know I'm going. Just know I'm going in.
You talking about? Hold on. So you're saying to the men,
facts,
that to women the D is not enough.
Yeah.
No, however you think you putting it down, that ain't enough.
They don't realize that. And
they need what as well? The intangibles.
They need intangibles. And that's also why women start.
I think that needs to be a whole nother show by itself. What are the intangibles?
That's also one of the reasons why women start to give men less sex. Because you hear a lot of men complaining.
100%.
Once they get married, the sex went down 98%.
100%.
But if you got the woman doing all types of shit, helping the child, reading with the child, cleaning the house, doing the yard work, doing it, boss man, what the hell are you here for exactly? Other than paying these bills, what's the value of you other than looks and paying bills? And some men don't realize that it's not just about, you know, being there and just paying bills.
Yeah.
You need to understand what a 50-50 is. Like when I say 50-50, not financially.
Yeah.
I'm
Intangibles, all that too.
Intangibles, like being there for the woman.
We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna have a unisex conversation
for sure.
in probably the next 2 weeks, talking about what are the intangibles and why they're important in a relationship. Because,
so important, man.
Because women need it, men need it.
For sure.
And it's what causes. I mean, you can ask a lot of psychologists out here what's the most important thing, or what's something that's surprising to them, you know, about people, is that a lot of people having affairs. Mm-hmm. And the affairs are started because of intangibles.
A lot of people don't understand how.
Damn, I asked her to do this and she didn't want to do this. Damn, I asked him to do this, he didn't want to do it. And those conversations have never been had in a relationship. So now, because they never address those issues, I'm gonna go ahead and go out here and get me something. Or she's gonna be like, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and text this dude.
I already know the conversation's gonna go crazy next week. Because women been wanting to know for a minute, why do men cheat?
Yeah. It's gonna be that's probably one of the main reasons.
We're gonna give you like the top 10 reasons why do men cheat. Like the top 10 reasons.
Yeah. And ladies, you're not gonna agree with all of them. Men may not agree with all of them, but what we know as dealing, you know, being out here for the time we've been out here and dealing with a lot of men, it all goes down to the same stuff of why.
100%.
It looks cool online.
Facts.
That's another thing.
Facts.
It looks great online. The relationship, oh, they loving it, they're doing this, but really, that boy can't stand being home.
Oh,
and that says boring.
See, we could talk about that.
That says boring.
That's a real conversation.
It's a schedule every Tuesday.
Get ready. Next week Thursday, we're going to be talking about why do men cheat. Also, next week Tuesday for Financial Tuesdays, or it's going to probably be Monday. I'll post about this weekend. We're going to be talking about 17 cryptos I actually invested into. But next week Thursday for Relationship Thursdays, we're talking about why do men cheat. Women, I want to hear your input. I want to know if we're right or wrong. I want to hear
they definitely can't tell us if we're right. We need the men. We need the men to go ahead.
I want men. Let me hear your opinion.
If we already think we're right or wrong.
Next week Thursday, we're tuning in. Make sure you guys follow me on Spotify. The Painful Truth, brought to you by Mentourme and
Mike the Advisor.
People is going down next week Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you guys tune in. The Painful Truth, brought to you by the Mentourme Foundation. Mentourme.
Appreciate y'all.